Hey everyone, ever been there? In a public setting, someone throws a disrespectful jab your way, a sarcastic remark or an off-color joke that makes you feel small. You wonder, how do I handle this? Not just save face, but command respect, even from those who seem to have little regard for others. Don't worry, you're not alone. We've all been there, and the fascinating thing is, you have more control than you might think over how you handle these situations. In this video, we're diving into some effective tips and psychological techniques inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. These strategies won't just help you navigate difficult situations calmly. They'll also transform how others perceive you, earning you respect and admiration. Let's start by understanding why you sometimes find yourself in these situations. Often, it stems from a combination of factors, including the other person's insecurities, their desire to feel superior, or even their own past experiences. In many cases, it's not because people hate you or hold a personal grudge. The issue often lies in a kind of opportunism that some people exhibit. These individuals try to elevate themselves by diminishing others. They think that making you appear weak or uncomfortable will make them stand out more. This behavior is common not just in workplaces, but also in social circles and even within families. Stoic philosophy, with its timeless insights, teaches us that respect isn't something you demand or impose on others. Instead, it's about how you conduct yourself, how you build and establish boundaries for your own self-worth. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Your calm and confidence are your ultimate weapons. But it's not just about how you handle unpleasant situations. It's about cultivating a mindset that radiates respect, attracting it back to you like a magnet. The bigger picture is creating an environment where respect for you becomes a given. What does that mean? It's about creating a force field around your self-worth. You won't be a doormat for others to walk all over to inflate their egos. You exude confidence that shows you know your value and won't be faced by petty insults or manipulative tactics. Now, let's delve into how Stoic principles can be applied in these situations, equipping you with the tools to navigate them with grace and strength. These small but powerful strategies will help you stand your ground in any situation. And if you've ever felt unbalanced or undervalued by others, remember this: your worth is not determined by the opinions or actions of others. Respect isn't earned through fiery retorts or aggressive comebacks. It's earned through your composure, your self-control, and the unwavering strength you demonstrate in the face of disrespect. Now, let's dive into these practical solutions and show you how to handle disrespectful situations with grace and dignity. 1. First impressions matter a lot. First impressions are the foundation of how you are perceived, and interestingly, it's often less about what you say and more about how you present yourself. Picture this: that you're at an important networking event. Someone walks into the room, scans the crowd, and makes their way toward you. They extend their hand for a greeting, but instead of standing up, you remain seated, offering a quick glance at their hand before shaking it. The result? Small actions can significantly influence how others perceive us. For instance, unintentionally conveying a lack of confidence or disinterest can impact how others view our commitment and engagement. The Stoics profoundly understood this. They recognized that seemingly simple gestures, like standing up and maintaining eye contact during greetings, are not merely polite conventions. These actions powerfully express confidence and self-awareness. When you rise to shake someone's hand, you're subtly communicating equality, readiness, and mutual respect. This aligns with a key Stoic principle: how you present yourself reflects your values and shapes how others see you. Let me share a story. I once attended a professional seminar where networking was the primary goal. Among the attendees, one individual stood out, Whether greeting a senior executive or thanking a waiter for refilling his coffee, he always stood up, made eye contact, and engaged fully. It wasn't flashy or overdone, but it left an impression. His respect wasn't earned through grand pronouncements, but rather through the quiet dignity of his presence. Every interaction, from a brief greeting to a heartfelt thank you, radiated confidence and sincerity, effortlessly commanding the respect of those around him. In contrast, another attendee consistently remained seated during greetings. It likely wasn't a reflection of disinterest, but rather a habit. Yet, this seemingly minor action inadvertently created an unspoken barrier. People unconsciously perceived him as less engaged, even though his capabilities were undeniable. This observation highlighted a profound truth: standing up isn't merely a polite gesture. It's about acknowledging the inherent value of the other person while simultaneously asserting your own presence and engagement. The lesson is undeniably clear. Rising to greet someone isn't just an act of courtesy, it's a declaration of how you value yourself and others. This aligns perfectly with Stoic principles, which emphasize the importance of self-respect, treating others with dignity, and acting with intention in every interaction. The Stoics didn't waste energy on what they couldn't control. Instead, they focused on mastering what they could, their own behavior. In this case, your presentation, your actions, and the way you communicate your worth through small yet powerful gestures all fall within your control. By rising to greet someone, you're not just being polite, you're embodying the Stoic principle of maximizing your influence within your sphere. To integrate this lesson into your own life, begin with the everyday. Whether it's a colleague in the office, a friend at a cafe, or even a virtual connection, cultivate a presence that exudes respect and engagement. Stand up when greeting someone, maintain genuine eye contact, and project an aura of confidence through your body language. These seemingly small gestures not only earn respect but also serve as a powerful reflection of Stoic principles. They emphasize your inherent value, your respect for others, and your commitment to living with intention. Remember, first impressions extend beyond appearances. They're a reflection of your confidence, self-respect, and the respect you accord to others. This, in essence, is the profound lesson that Stoicism imparts. Live with intention. As the Stoics remind us, true character is revealed in the everyday. Let these small gestures, standing tall, maintaining eye contact, and offering a genuine greeting, be the embodiment of your values. In these moments, let your actions speak louder than words, radiating the confidence, self-respect, and respect for others that Stoicism teaches us to cultivate. 2. If someone interrupts you in public during a conversation, the best thing you can do is to fix that person with a firm and determined look. When someone interrupts you during a conversation, especially in a public setting, it can feel downright frustrating. You're trying to make a point and suddenly someone jumps in, derailing your train of thought. But hold on a second. The natural reaction for many is to get angry or respond sharply, but that often only escalates the situation and makes you appear less composed. So what should you do? When things get tough, it's easy to lash out or try to control those around us. But true strength lies in mastering yourself, not others. Stoicism teaches us that inner peace and resilience come from cultivating self-control and responding calmly to even the most challenging situations. In a heated moment, words can often escalate a situation. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to pause and regain your composure. Look directly at the person who interrupted you with a calm yet focused gaze. Let the silence speak for you. A simple, steady gaze can convey a stronger message than any words, signaling that you are not to be dismissed or disrespected. Their behavior is inappropriate, and you won't tolerate being disrespected. This not only demonstrates confidence but also encourages the other person to reflect on their actions. Setting boundaries is essential for maintaining your self-respect and creating healthier interactions. I remember once during a family dinner, I was sharing a funny story when a relative interrupted to share their own. At first, I felt flustered, but instead of reacting impulsively, I took a beat. I stopped speaking, made eye contact, and waited patiently. The silence, though brief, held more power than any words could have. My relative quickly realized their mistake and apologized. The story resumed, and the moment of interruption became a funny anecdote itself. They quickly realized they'd interrupted at the wrong moment, corrected themselves, and allowed me to continue. The rest of the evening was smooth and I regained control of the conversation without any drama. This simple act of pausing and holding space demonstrated my confidence and self-respect. This strategy is particularly effective in public or group settings. By staying composed and in control, you project confidence and naturally command attention. You don't need to raise your voice or resort to arguments to reclaim your space in the conversation. Your calm presence speaks volumes. Stoicism teaches us not to let others' actions dictate our emotions. Instead, we use tools like body language and calmness to steer the situation without losing our dignity. By remaining composed, we demonstrate inner strength and show others that their attempts to provoke us will not succeed, but the gaze is just the beginning. Once the interruption is addressed, politely but firmly, resume your point. A simple phrase like "let me pick up where I left off" not only asserts your right to speak, but also maintains respect for everyone involved. Remember, the goal isn't to embarrass the other person, but to set a clear expectation that respect and communication is non-negotiable. What's remarkable about this approach is that it requires no aggression or intimidation. It's a powerful display of inner strength and self-respect. Just stay calm, avoid showing anger, and let your actions speak volumes. Handle interruptions with confidence and intention. Not only will others respect you more, but they will also reflect on their own behavior. By demonstrating inner strength and composure, you create a ripple effect of respect and encourage more mindful communication. Stoicism reminds us that true power lies in maintaining self-control, even in challenging moments. So next time someone interrupts you, don't lose your cool. Stand tall, make eye contact, and let your voice be heard. You deserve to be respected, and your words carry weight. Third tip. When someone tries to humiliate you with a joke in a group of friends, adopt this strategy. When someone in your group of friends deliberately tries to humiliate you with a joke, your first instinct might be to feel embarrassed or upset. Your response dictates the situation's trajectory. Stoic philosophy provides an invaluable tool for maintaining composure and asserting control. Once, during a casual meetup with old friends, one of them decided to mock me in front of everyone by retelling an embarrassing story from our school days. At first, I felt my face heat up and my immediate reaction was to fire back. But instead of letting my emotions take over, I recalled a Stoic principle: what doesn't harm your essence isn't worth your concern. I smiled, pretended not to have heard the story, and calmly asked my friend to repeat it, maintaining a composed and slightly curious demeanor. Here's the fascinating part. When the person had to retell the joke, its impact significantly diminished. Not only that, but the group started to sense the awkwardness of forcing someone to recount a joke that wasn't landing well anymore. The loud laughter from earlier faded, and the storyteller began to fumble, realizing their attempt at humiliation had backfired. The key here is that asking someone to repeat their joke not only reduces its impact but also shows that you're unshaken. This approach allows you to maintain your composure while subtly highlighting the other person's inappropriate behavior. Even more importantly, it shifts the dynamic in your favor without resorting to retaliatory tactics or losing your dignity. By choosing this path, you send a powerful message that you're someone with inner strength who won't let small provocations dictate your emotions. This is one of the core lessons of Stoic philosophy, maintaining calm and control in the face of minor life challenges. So, how can you apply this principle effectively? First, remember that you don't need to react instantly to every action or word. Pause, take a breath and think. Second, use silence as a powerful weapon. Silence isn't passive, it creates space for the other person to realize their mistake. When responding, cultivate calm confidence. A simple, neutral request to repeat themselves can be far more impactful than engaging in argument or counterattack. Stoicism emphasizes that our responses to challenging situations reveal our true character and values. By remaining calm and refusing to be drawn into negativity, we not only earn the respect of others but also reinforce our self-respect. So the next time someone tries to mock you in front of others, remember you have complete control over how the story ends, and with calmness and clarity, you'll always come out on top. Tip 4. When someone is trying to provoke you or make you angry, you can use a very effective psychological technique. Have you ever faced a situation where someone deliberately tried to provoke you or hurt you, and instead of reacting immediately, you managed to handle it gracefully? Imagine this: you're at a family gathering and someone makes a pointed remark about a failure in your career in front of everyone. It's a comment that feels like a dagger to your heart, twisting the knife in a wound you've been trying to heal. Suddenly, all eyes are on you, waiting to see how you'll react. In that moment, instead of reacting defensively or trying to explain yourself, you take a brief pause, stay calm, and ask, "Hey, does anyone know a good bakery nearby?" The simple question, "I was thinking about picking up something for the next get-together," instantly shifts the dynamic in the room. Your composure leaves the instigator flustered and unsure how to proceed. The conversation quickly shifts to a more neutral topic, and you've not only diffused the situation but subtly shifted the social dynamic in your favor. This strategy of asking an unrelated question is more than just a clever tactic, it's a way of reclaiming control over your emotions and the situation. By interrupting the flow of provocation, you redirect attention away from the negative energy and refuse to give the instigator the satisfaction of seeing you upset. It's a perfect example of practicing Stoic principles, focusing on what you can control and refusing to let external circumstances dictate your peace of mind. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The brilliance of this technique lies in its ability to derail negativity without confrontation. A timely, unrelated question can derail the instigator's thoughts, stopping their attempt to provoke you. It also helps you stay calm and display confidence and self-control. This technique is a strong way to earn respect in any social setting. For it to work, your tone and behavior must feel natural. If you appear forced or overly strategic, it could seem insincere. Pick a simple, neutral question or comment that fits naturally into the moment. Maybe ask about a nearby restaurant, a recent event, or just make a casual observation. The aim isn't to awkwardly avoid the situation but to redirect the conversation naturally and smoothly. This approach not only works in the moment but also helps develop long-term resilience and inner strength. By avoiding emotional conflicts, you show both yourself and others that you're in control. Those around you will notice your calmness and respect you for it. More importantly, this strategy helps cultivate the core Stoic value of focusing on what you can control. You can't control others' behavior, but you can control your response. By doing this, you strengthen your sense of self-worth and send a clear message that you won't let others disturb your peace or dignity. Next time you face someone trying to provoke or hurt you, remember this approach. Ask a simple, unrelated question and watch how the dynamic shifts. Not only will you diffuse the tension, but you'll also feel empowered by your ability to rise above it. As Marcus Aurelius wisely taught, true power comes from maintaining peace of mind, no matter the external circumstances. By mastering this, you'll handle challenges with grace and earn greater respect from others in any situation. Let's move on to the fifth and final tip. Walking away. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt undervalued, disrespected, or even completely ignored? It's not a pleasant feeling, but sometimes the best way to protect your self-respect is to choose to walk away. True respect isn't something you can demand, it's something you earn by knowing your own worth. Sometimes, walking away isn't a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of strength and self-worth. Let's dive deeper into these powerful Stoic principles. Let me share a story with you. A friend of mine, Sarah, was an exceptional creative professional. One day she joined a major project at her company. However, instead of being recognized for her relentless efforts, she was constantly ridiculed by her manager in front of the team. They would interrupt her in meetings, dismiss her ideas, and make her feel as if her contributions didn't matter. At first, Sarah tried harder, believing she needed to prove herself. But after months of frustration, she realized she didn't need to beg for respect from people unwilling to give it. A pivotal meeting changed everything. Once again, her idea was brushed aside without any reason. This time Sarah calmly closed her laptop, stood up and said she would put her energy into a place where it was valued. She walked out of the meeting, leaving her colleagues stunned. That same day, she submitted her resignation, not out of anger, but as an act of self-preservation. A few months later, Sarah joined another company in a leadership role where she was not only respected but celebrated for her talents. Sarah's story isn't just about leaving, it's about choosing where to invest your energy. Walking away doesn't signify weakness. On the contrary, it demonstrates that you understand your value and refuse to stay in an environment that undermines it. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that our control extends only to our own responses. While external respect cannot be demanded, you possess the agency to choose an environment that values you. The most powerful part of walking away is that it's not about creating drama or proving a point. It's a personal decision, quiet but resolute. It's a way of telling yourself, I am worth more than this, Marcus Aurelius emphasized. You have control over your mind, not external events. Recognize this, and you'll find strength. Staying in a disrespectful environment means allowing others to diminish your value. So, how do you know when it's time to walk away? It's when you realize that all your efforts to earn respect are met with indifference. When you feel like you're always fighting for recognition. Don't wait until your self-esteem is worn down. Listen to yourself, and if needed, choose to walk away. Being a respected absence is far better than being a diminished presence. Walking away isn't surrendering, it's setting boundaries. Stoic philosophy teaches us not only to control our emotions but also to protect our self-worth. Next time you feel devalued, remember that sometimes the most respectful thing you can do is walk away from a situation where your worth isn't recognized. Respect isn't something you beg for, it's built by how you choose to treat yourself. I'd love to hear about your journey and your triumphs. Please hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and leave a comment below to share your story, your successes, and even the challenges you've overcome. If you're not sure what to comment, just write "I can do it" to show that you've completed this session. Your engagement helps this community grow toward wisdom and the art of turning every challenge into an opportunity. I'll leave 2 more videos here so you can continue learning and growing on your personal development journey. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.